Every week I get someone who comes up to me and says, "Hey Casey, I really need help growing my LinkedIn, but I just don't know where to start." If I'm a commercial real estate broker, post something about your weekly cold calls. Or if I'm a construction supervisor, tell me a story from the job site today. Or even if you're a student, post something about a book you read or something to get started. No one remembers what my first post was. I certainly don't remember what my first post was.
Good morning, guys and gals, ladies and lads. Today, I'm sharing my exact social media strategy for 2025. First, my name is Casey Calhoun. I've been posting on LinkedIn for the last 18 months or so now. And the strategy I'm about to give you is something you can certainly apply to yourself to get thousands or tens of thousands of views a week. What I can't tell you is why you clicked on this video. I know why building my social media is important to me, but you have to decide, are you trying to scale business? Are you looking for a couple paid partnerships from your companies you like? Or are you just having fun? Whatever it is, my goal with social media is simple. I want to teach young and hungry people the lessons I've learned specifically in commercial real estate, things I've learned the easy way and gotten lucky, or the things I've learned the hard way. My social media journey began in 2023. However, my passion for teaching was earlier than that. I used to coach high school football, and I loved coaching high school football, teaching footwork, football schemes, concepts, plays, audibles, all these different things was a lot of fun for me because it was a mix of very technical things, but also general life skills, etc. But when work got too busy, I stopped coaching football. Luckily, I had interns and analysts that I could help teach real estate concepts, teach, how to work in the real world, etc. So that was a lot of fun for me, but it was a different challenge. But when I quit my job in 2023, I didn't really have a team and I didn't really have anywhere to teach. So instead, I started posting on LinkedIn. And I don't know if I started posting on LinkedIn out of loneliness or just searching for some positive reinforcement, but I did. And LinkedIn is not a very sexy platform, but LinkedIn matched my audience and my content, things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about work. I wanted to talk about professional development. I wanted to talk about the technical things that commercial real estate had to teach. And I obviously wanted to share that content in a place where people were hungry for that information. And I said LinkedIn isn't very sexy. It's also not sexy for content creators. And I didn't mind that because I didn't have to compete. There weren't as high barriers to entry as there would be if I were posting and competing with the talented folks on Instagram or TikTok or Twitter, etc. So in 2023, I started experimenting on LinkedIn, posting here, posting there, trying to figure out the rhythm, and I eventually ended up posting about 3 times a week about commercial real estate. And I noticed something, that LinkedIn rewards creators as long as they post 3 times a week, and to stand out on LinkedIn, it wasn't too much. A lot of people interact with LinkedIn on like a newspaper. So if you just post things with a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of something that stands out, that's unique, it goes a long way. And in 2023, that brought me from 200 connections to 2,000 followers. And to share a little bit of the numbers, so 2,000 followers, I was getting about 15,000 views a week. And most of my good content that was getting rewarded in the system was very commercial real estate focused, so very niche down. And my best post in 2023 usually reached a ceiling of about 40,000 views for my best posts. Now in 2024, I certainly found my voice. I got better at writing, and I learned how to tell a story. However, I did get much busier at work and felt more writer's block. Sometimes I only posted a couple times a week, and that severely hurts me in the algorithm. And then in 2024, other than a couple weeks of really good weeks and a couple bad weeks, I'd been slowly building my following. It is a slow and consistent grind. But we're coming up to November 2024, and my followers are now at 7,100, and I'm getting about 40 to 50,000 views a week, posting about 3 times a week. Now this can certainly increase if I allocate the time to it, but it's also not making money, and as a business builder, I have to dedicate time to building the business and making money. Small thing to note, I have not had too many monetization opportunities, even though a billboard that gets 50,000 views a week probably should. I think that's more resulting in me not really knowing the micro-influencer industry. However, all of this LinkedIn activity is rewarding me in 3 different ways. One, maintains relationships. So every person that I know that has LinkedIn, I'm probably connected with them and they see my face 3 times a week, which is great. Hopefully they don't get tired of me. 2, it also shows people that I know what I'm talking about in my field. So it's certainly helped establish this baby face in the commercial real estate industry at a young age. And then 3rd, which is probably the most fun, is it's a consistent engine for meeting new people. And that ranges from really driven freshmen in college that want to learn more, or getting established real estate companies reaching out because they want me to consult for them, which obviously builds my business. So now let's get into my 2025 strategy. 2023 has been great, 2024 has been great, but if I don't elevate, then I'll probably end up plateauing here in a couple months. The foundation for my 2025 strategy sounds simple, but it's hard to execute. It's to align my message with my strengths, with my audience, with my platform. First, I'll continue to use LinkedIn. I've consistently been able to grow and evolve on that platform. However, I'm gonna elevate LinkedIn frequency and volume up to from like 3 times a week to 4 or 5 times a week. Now, I've been hesitant on this because I didn't want to sacrifice quality of my posts. However, I think some of my followers would actually prefer me to post more, even if it's less polished content, given that a lot of my value is just a raw window into building a business. Now, LinkedIn is great, but just posting on LinkedIn and just posting about commercial real estate, I think limits me to about 70,000 people. And I say that because some of the commercial real estate niche profiles that the majority of the industry follows pretty much taps out at 70,000. In the startup world, that is called the TAM, which honestly kind of feels good because I'm at 7,000, so 7,000 of 70,000, I'm already at 10%, and I only have a fraction of the experience they do. So to take this to the next step, I'm going to increase the volume, but I'm also going to expand the TAM. And I can increase this TAM by doing 2 different things: posting on different platforms or posting on different topics. And I think the world needs a YouTube channel that shows what building a business actually looks like: the goods, the bads, and the lessons along the way. So each week I'll be sharing the raw content that comes from building my business, real estate business, but it'll be applicable to people building a side hustle or building their own business, like sharing my social media strategy for 2025. And hopefully this can create a community of a lot of people working on their dreams and learning from one another. Now, once I feel like I'm executing high quality content on LinkedIn and YouTube, I'll start trying to bring new followers to the platform. This will likely be through short form content, podcast clips, collaborating with other creators, etc. That hopefully redirects the audience's attention from the short form content to my long form content, which I think is my strength. It's also where my passion is, and hopefully I think it's where the monetization opportunities are. Monetization meaning both for influencer monetization and also actually getting qualified leads to my business, which is real estate consulting, commercial real estate, buying apartments, etc.
So why am I sharing this with you? I'm sharing the tips, tricks, the strategy I've learned from posting consistently over the last 18 months to hopefully help you, whether you're in real estate or not, grow your social media. Every week I get someone who comes up to me and says, "Hey Casey, I really need help growing my LinkedIn, but I just don't know where to start." It's social media. The way to start is just by posting. It's all a momentum game. Find a way to post something easily and consistent, and you can learn lessons, you can see what works from there. If I'm a commercial real estate broker, post something about your weekly cold calls. Or if I'm a construction supervisor, tell me a story from the job site today. Or even if you're a student, post something about a book you read or something to get started. No one remembers what my first post was. I certainly don't remember what my first post was. But over the last 18 months, my social media has brought me a lot of opportunities, and I have no doubt that it can do the same for you. Again, I am nothing special, but it's been so fun for me to share my story with you guys who have been following for a week, 3 months, a year, even 18 months ago. So with that, thanks for watching another video. I'm so grateful for you guys. See you in the next video.